A historic day because of the bullish weekly closers that just occurred, guys, and a historic week is imminent, which is basically this week. So what's about to happen? Let us prepare. Let's talk about all these assets. First of all, XRP will shock the world tomorrow. Right? There's a lot of these tweets brewing about, guys. Attention, XRP holders. Tomorrow will be mind-blowing. Right? I don't know why. What's the case? But I'll prepare for anything at this point in time. I'll prepare for any Weights One events. I'll prepare for exciting news as well, right? Just with the tariff stuff, just with the tariff stuff that just happened, guys. Exactly, those may be appearing more often than not from Crypto Bitlord. Everything's about to be going parabolic, so high you're gonna cry. Pure shock will hit you as you wake up and check your portfolio. Many will be admitted to hospital. Imagine trying to breathe, but you can't. Your body shuts down from pure euphoria. Overnight, you'll make $50 million. Is that even possible? Right? It is actually. I'm not even kidding. I don't know about 50 million though. It depends on your bags and how much you hold, right? Some will make less, obviously a lot less, and some would make more. It's because of the charts, guys. Okay, so we're going to be talking about the charts here in just a sec. But first, this week we got key events. Okay, the main one out of the bunch is the Fed meeting an interest rate decision on Wednesday. Okay, that's a very massive one, because if they just hold rates steady, which they're basically most likely going to do, guys, more pumps will be imminent. As soon as the Fed says they're going to cut, we may see a last pump, but that's it. FOMC Polymarket users predict a 95% chance that the Fed will not make any rate cut changes this Wednesday. Okay, so Fed decision in July, and no change is 94%, guys. That's the market betting, right? The majority are betting the Fed will not change their stance at this point in time, but that's extremely bullish for markets, right? Which is why the full month of August we're just going to keep going higher, right? Until they cut, we're just going to go higher. Quick side note: this is people betting, okay? Like actually putting their money up and hoping they win their bets, guys. Okay, and a lot of them are saying no change this Wednesday. This is the Fed watch tool. Okay, and here's the actual market believing still no change this Wednesday. They're going to hold rates, and even September, most likely this will change to no change. They're going to hold rates steady, even though I do see like 60% believe it's a cut, but probably not. It's always been like that, but then it changes to no cuts. Probably, finally in October, they'll cut. That's just my opinion though, not financial advice. And then the black swan hits probably around the top, okay? Now the White House keeps on tweeting and reposting. Today, President Trump secured a huge, powerful trade deal between the United States and the EU. The EU will invest $600 billion in the United States, purchase $750 billion in American energy, open markets to the United States. Look at that, right? If we could just see more tariff deals, guys, right? More deals across these countries, very fantastic for markets, right? More certainty. So Howard Lutnick says, President Trump just unlocked one of the biggest economies in the world. The European Union is going to open its $20 trillion market and completely accept our auto and industrial standards for the first time ever. In addition, it will purchase $750 billion in energy from us and invest $600 billion in America. Our tariff will be set at 15% across the board. Right, today was most definitely a historic day, guys, but this will reflect the markets, and it already has been, because breaking, the S&P 500 futures opened above 6,400 for the first time in history after President Trump announces a trade deal between the United States and Europe. Right, so stocks are not stopping, guys. They're just going higher and higher and higher, non-stop. Right, they love it. They love this, guys. What's happening with external news? Right, I told you it's not going to stop, and if stocks are flying, right, cryptos has to follow. Even if it's late, guys, cryptos will follow here very shortly. It's already on the move. This may be the trigger in the coming 3 days. White House to release a report on strategic Bitcoin reserve in 3 days. It's happening. It's over, guys. Right, we're gonna get more info of the American Bitcoin strategic reserve. Right, what's their game plan in acquiring Bitcoin? And then once that's out in the open, Bitcoin's gonna fly. So 3 days, That's so weird. So that's on Wednesday, right? Isn't the Fed decision on Wednesday? Wow, guys, I repeat, they're gonna pump the S out of these coins. I'm not kidding. Okay, Wednesday it is. The time is ticking as we speak. Prepare, because it's going to be huge news that happens this week. This is why we're going to go much higher than anyone thinks and believes. I'm telling you, we're going to probably see heights and money that we have never witnessed before. From QE infinity, the tulip bubble. Things always tend to revert to the mean, never forget. But first, what do? Right? In the tulip mania bubble, look how insanity it just went up, guys. Right? That's a true parabola, by the way. Right? It can't get better than this. Look how it started slowly, right? Then it just went faster and fastest and fastest. It just went faster and fastest. Right? Look at that, the peak. That's literally how Bitcoin will probably act. XRP, Ethereum, and everything, and that's that's during the collapse, right? When everything crashes. So this is our time to get filthy rich, guys, because it's time. This week we're probably gonna pump. $4 is probably on the table here. XRP almost very close to confirming or triggering a daily bullish divergence. 12 hourly has already gotten confirmed with some type of bullish divergence, so we're gonna pump, guys. Okay, we're gonna pump. Then now to Bitcoin, very bullish. It got confirmed. It literally just got confirmed with a some type of bullish divergence. Okay, from here, look at this. Bitcoin daily close confirms hidden bullish divergence and reclaim of 10 SMA. Right, from here to here, price was higher, but the indicator was lower. Some type of bullish divergence. It's a hidden bullish divergence. Okay, that just got confirmed, folks, which means it's gonna push up. Okay, this week it's gonna make everything else push up. Remember, for USDT, the same thing. It's getting triggered. It hasn't been confirmed. Tomorrow evening it will get confirmed, but it's about to. It has a trigger of a bearish divergence on the daily, right? Some type of hidden bearish divergence. But you guys remember, we have to be below 4.27, and we are. Well, you look at that, right? We're below this line. Let's zoom in. Look at this. Watch this. That's the line right there. We're below it, guys. Amazing. They're gonna pump the hell out of these coins, right? Our cryptos. ETH is doing fantastic as well. And then look at this. For USDT.dominance, or I mean for Bitcoin.dominance, guys. Okay, this is for altcoins, the altcoin chart. What do we need to be below? Let's check. We need to be below 60.80%. Right, we're almost there. Almost there, guys, for the true alt season to begin. Below this region. We just need to be below this pivot. Okay, when that's gonna probably happen this week as well. When that appears, guys, and it starts to fall, it's gonna hold this weekly moving average as resistance. Okay, it's gonna hold this as resistance. If it keeps falling down, then the true alt season will begin. 100 to 1000x. I repeat, things are gonna get very extremely disgusting. M2 money supply is absolutely exploding upwards. Bitcoin will follow. It's inevitable, right? M2 global money supply liquidity right here, the yellow line, and the orange is Bitcoin, guys. Basically, the yellow line has exploded, okay, to heights never even imagined. And if Bitcoin were to follow, which it is, right, it actually caught up. Look at that, right? It actually caught up. Do you guys see that? That's insane. That means Bitcoin will head to 150k in a few months max. Michael Saylor is like, hey, I'm gonna be buying more Bitcoin tomorrow. Okay, it all began with $250 million in Bitcoin. More liquidity will be flooding in, guys, to prop it all up. Altseason, Ethereum from Crypto. If we break this line, the most important moment in 4 years. That's so odd that this Ethereum is about to break this significant line that's held it down for 4 years since 2022, and it matches up with the Bitcoin.dominance chart, right, on critical support. It's gonna break it, guys. We're gonna explode. I'm not kidding anymore, right? We're about to explode. Ethereum is about to trigger Altseason. That's 4 years of resistance. You understand what happened to XRP, right? when it had so much resistance for multiple years, right? This was a lot longer. Okay, this was a lot longer, but that's what happened to XRP, right? How long was this? I think 6 years or something. I'm not too sure, but I mean, you guys can calculate. So with ETH, it's gonna explode, guys, right? 4 years, it's like 2 years less than XRP, and XRP literally went on a rampage. When this moves up, it's battling right now, and XRP Bitcoin.dominance is on the verge of collapse as well. We're about to moon. I'm not kidding. From CryptoFace, the gates are still open, right? Again, they're not gonna stop it, guys. The only way to stop this, by the way, the momentum is so strong. The only way to stop that is by a 4-hourly bearish divergence. That goes for all assets. That means you just buy. If you haven't already, just buy. I'm not kidding. Any coin, it's gonna go up. Not financial advice from Income Sharks. Ethereum, OBV is rarely wrong. Bullish breakout, right? Look at that. Liquidity is flooding in heavy, guys. The volume is increasing. It's not gonna stop. I'm telling you, $4 for XRP could be imminent this week. Ethereum performs great in post-halving years during August. Oh, now August is right around the corner, right? During August, Ethereum explodes, plus 35% and plus 92%, guys. This is that exact same pattern, right? The year, it's post-halving, if I'm not mistaken, and it perfectly matches with the cycle, right? Where it should explode, and it's gonna happen this August. Wow, XRP is truly going to like $5 plus, isn't it? Right? Because it's a double volatility multiplier, guys, against ETH, right? So if ETH explodes 50%, XRP is going 100% minimum. Here comes XRP. Money starting to flood into XRP as well, guys, right? I wouldn't sell right here. Too bullish. Not to mention XRP just barely closing the week on support. Let's see if we hold, right? I mean, at least it closed on it. Very bullish, guys. So yeah, there's just a bunch more news and stuff like that. But I'll prepare. The gates of heaven are still opened. The bots are gonna just keep buying and buying and buying until we top out. Okay, and we're not topping out anytime soon because the charts look just too bullish right now. Now, financial advice. I'll prepare. Get ready for this week. It's gonna get crazy for the bulls. What is that, Sophie's Mazes? See ya.